Dear students, greetings of the day and a very warm welcome to my video on a chapter called as cookies. This is the last and final segment pertaining to that chapter. I am Chef Kiran Shinde, Associate Professor, AISSMS College of Hotel Management and Catering Technology, Pune, will be explaining you my third part on a chapter called as cookie making. Before we begin with the third part, let us understand what did we understood in my first video and the second video. So humble request to all of you all who haven't seen my first and second video, please do visit my YouTube channel for the couple of videos that will also help you in making or giving your assessment at the end of this class. So let us take a revision. In my first session, we have understood what basically a cookie is and what are its various characteristics. In my second edition or second session, what we have understood is we have understood various mixing methods for cookie making. For example, one stage, creaming and sponge method. We have also understood in that session how panning, baking and cooling of cookies takes place. Let us talk about this session now. At the end of this class today, you will be able to understand what types of cookie and makeup methods are. So there are various types of cookies, which I will be telling it to you in the coming slides. So let us talk about what various types of cookies are found in any of the bake shop. Number one, you get to see baked cookies. Number two, you get to see dropped cookies. Number three, you get to see rolled cookies. Number four, you get to see molded cookies. Number five, you get to see icebox cookies. Number six, you get to see bar cookies. Number seven, you get to see sheet cookies. Now, all these cookies in my forthcoming slides will be taking this method one by one. So let us start with the first type of cookie. Those are termed as bagged cookies. Now, as the name says, the mixture is passed through a piping bag. So bagged or pressed cookies are made from soft dough. You got to have a soft dough so that you can push it up. The dough must be soft enough to be forced through a piping bag, but it should be stiff, also stiff enough to hold its shape after you pipe it up. The classical example is macaroons. You make the mix, put it up in the piping bag and start piping the macaroons. Type number two, dropped cookies. Now, as the name says, like baked cookies, dropped cookies are also made from soft dough. The dough is deposited with a spoon or a scoop in a situation when the dough contains pieces of fruits, nuts, or chocolate that would clog the piping bag. In a situation when you require a rough homemade look to your cookies, the classical example is chocolate chip cookies, which the video we have seen it in my previous sessions. So chocolate chip cookie, you scoop it out with an ice cream scoop and deposit on top of the baking sheet or baking tray. Okay, the third type is rolled cookies. What exactly rolled cookies are? Cookies rolled and cut with cutters in various different attractive shapes. These cookies are normally made with a stiff dough for the ease of rolling and cutting, as you can see it in the picture. There is always scrap left after cutting, but when you re-roll these scrap shape, you make a little tougher and inferior cookies. So you have to make it a point that the first rolling your yield is maximum, so that the second lot is inferior. Okay, so the advantage of this method is it allows you to make the cookie in greater shapes, sizes and variety. So that is the advantage of a rolled cookie. The classical example is ginger biscuits, which are normally made during the Christmas season. Type number four, molded cookies. Now, as the name says, you get to mold it up with something. So these are made up with stiff dough. The dough is further divided into equal portions and molded into the desired shapes which you are looking at. This usually consists of simply flattening the pieces out with a weight. For some traditional cookie, special molds are often used, or at the same time you got to stamp your product name on top, or you got to stamp a design on that cookie. Okay, so the pieces may also shaped by hand like a crescent or fingers or any other shape. So these are customized cookie kind of a thing. Classic example is Shrewsbury biscuits from Pune, very popular. You get to see the Shrewsbury printed on top. Okay, so that is nothing but stamped or molded cookies. Icebox cookies. Now these are fresh cookies available all the time. Icebox or refrigerated method is an ideal for operations that wish to have freshly baked cookies in hand all the time. The rolls of the dough is made in advance and stored in the refrigerator. Cookie can be easily cut and baked as needed. So as and when you require, you remove the roll out from the refrigerator, slice it up, put it up in a baking sheet, and keep it for baking. This method is also used to make multicolor cookies in various designs, such as checkerboard biscuits or such as pinwheel cookies. Okay, so classical example in this category is checkerboard biscuits or pinwheel cookies, which are multicolored. The next cookie or the next type is bar cookie. The dough is baked in long, narrow strips, which are then cut crosswise into bars. These cut pieces are again baked for the second baking to make it crispier, or to do the dry baking. Biscotti is the classic example in that, of which we are going to also see a video on how to make biscotti in my future coming slides. The last type of cookie is sheet cookies. Now the picture is very familiar with everybody. Those are brownies. So sheet cookies vary so much that it is nearly impossible to give a single procedure for all of them. Some of them are also like sheet cakes, only denser and richer. They may even be iced like sheet cakes, a thin icing on top. Other consists of 2 or 3 layer added and baked separately in various stages or various colors. The classic example is brownies. On that note, let us see a video on biscotti. a good video. Now, let us come down to the level of understanding what you have achieved by this video. Let us have a short quiz. Review number 3. First question to you. Which of the following cookies are made with molded method of cookie making? Your choices are melting moments, Shrewsbury biscuits, and checkerboard biscuits. Question number 2. Which of the following is an example of icebox cookies? Your options are pinwheel cookies, brownies, biscottis. Question number 3. Which of the following is an example of bar cookie? So your options are pinwheel cookies, brownies, and biscotti. So let us reveal the results. The answer to the first question is Shrewsbury biscuits is a type of molded cookie. The solution to the second question is pinwheel cookies, which is a classic example of icebox cookies. The solution for question number 3 is biscottis, which is a bar type of a cookie. Dear students, for making this video, certain reference books are mentioned in front of you, which you can refer for your future references. All the images which are taken are labeled for reuse Google Images. Thank you for watching my video. You all can answer a short quiz pertaining to the topic on my YouTube channel. The below mentioned link for the same would be available in the description box of my YouTube channel. So do click the link and appear for a shorter test to understand what have you achieved or what have you learned from all these three sessions. If you find this video informative, do like, share, comment, and subscribe my YouTube channel. On that very note, this is Chef Kiran Shende signing off. Hope you all have enjoyed all the 3 sessions on cookie making. Thank you very much. Have a nice day ahead. Thank you.